Hello, 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 hello. This is Florence D again with Tribulation Treasures. I am coming to you today to continue where we left off. If you have been here or if you're coming late, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm I'm gonna start. Let me see where I left off. Okay. I know that I don't have right now many subscribers, but I know that'll change too. The last time I was on, I was talking about reading the book of John. And that's because that is a great place to start reading the Bible if you want to join in with us. We have started on John. Well, we're talking about John the Baptist. Now, the book of John was written because John was the trailblazer for Jesus Christ. He is the one that was out in the wilderness calling people and letting them know about the good news that the Messiah had finally come there, and that they need to be saved and they need to be baptized. In fact, he even baptized Jesus, and that was a wonderful thing. Um, Actually, John's birth is in Luke. The book of Luke tells you all about who his parents was. Zechariah and Elizabeth was his parents. Nevertheless, the tribulation treasures here we talk about at tribulation treasures. I'm sorry. We talk about the treasures that we can find in our trials, and the one that stood out to me was the fact that John's mother, Elizabeth, was barren. She couldn't have children. And I know it's a lot of women out there that cannot have children. God bless you. But she did at an elderly age. She had him. And God had already told Zechariah that it was going to happen when he was in the temple burning incense, because Zechariah was a priest. It's in the Old Testament of the King James Bible, in the book Zechariah. Nevertheless, the trial was that Elizabeth was barren, and he told Zechariah that he was going to give them a child, and Zechariah was like, "No, we're too old." And when he said that, immediately it was doubt. We cannot doubt God. When all of the promises of God are in the Word, and we have to believe, and we have to stand firm on it. You have to train your mind to go with it, not against it. Anyway, John was born, John the Baptist, and he was a trailblazer. He got to see Jesus do a lot of things. Now, people don't know, but John was the one that had the disciples. And Jesus took up with him. And they left with John's disciples. And they accumulated more men as they walked together. Went by and got the fishermen. And that's how that all started. The book of John, again, like I said, it tells you the story. It's almost like reading from the beginning of the Bible. When God came, the Word was flesh. And so you can go there. I just came back quickly to let you know that I had been studying that thing, and that was one of the treasures, a jewel that Elizabeth collected. And I believe these jewels maybe, just maybe, for our crowns in heaven, because there are so many treasures in the earth, and there are treasures in our trials. John was beheaded. Yeah, in the end, he was beheaded. He was thrown in prison, and he was beheaded. And it was because a woman wanted his head on a platter. So, the king Herod, he gave her wish, and I guess that might be why women get a bad rap. But anyway, nevertheless, It all turns out good. John went on to be with the Lord. Again, start reading the book of John. Now, I do have some scriptures here. Let me just say it like this. Matthew 1 and 1. Luke 1 and 1. If you want, you can read those before you read John. Because John was already doing what God sent him to do. He was born doing it. And Luke tells the story of his birth. And then John, the book of John, gives you more information. But what I like about it is the miracles that God performed in the book of John. When he walked the earth and he performed miracles by healing people and doing all the things that he did. It is a wonderful place to start. Okay? Matthew 1 and 1, Luke 1 and 1. You might want to take a look at them before you go to John. Okay? When I come back, I will more or less quiz you. I'll put some quizzes in the comment section and see if you can answer those. And when you do read, find something to bring back to me, to bring to me, that you found that was a trial